All right, guys, we're back with another 9th anniversary Red Zone video. I think we're pretty much almost done with all the testing out I need to do. And we're back with EZA Blue Boys against Red Zone Kid Buu. Currently the most difficult enemy in the game. I think we're all in probably agreement with. Now, how do I want the rotation set up? Probably... I want to see how much they're tanking here, so I don't really want to move them, even though I don't think this is going to go too well. I mean, we can get them 3 rainbow key spheres, which is 21% damage reduction. But I can get them 24. I think I'm going to do it like this. I think just letting Piccolo go in slot 3 and just letting him build up may be the best way to do this. How much are they going to tank? How much are they going to tank for? Because we're going to get 113.3 mil super attack off. That's 100% attack and defense. We've got an 18 key, which means an extra 70% attack and defense. Now, we just want as many additionals being super attacks as possible, which is an extra 50% attack and defense each time. No guard. Again, we have a little bit of damage reduction, but of course that's dependent on how many rainbow key spheres we get, which we did get 3, so 21%. So 21% damage reduction. We're up to 2 additionals. 3 additionals. They're actually doing really well right now. So that's an extra 150% attack and defense, along with the 100% we started with on the 18 key. I think they're fine. Yeah, they are okay. We started with 128, 35, 80 damage. Now what? 57. Yeah, we are good. We are good. Now, while they actually did do a lot of good amount of damage, it doesn't really matter, of course, because unless you're going to nuke it with the SSJ3 kind of, you know, cheese strat, all you have to do is survive and just build units up, which they can do. They can survive here. And with them having type disadvantage, that was actually really good tanking. And then, of course, we only have to worry about 1 super attack. Keep them out of the way of it. So it always seems to be in slot 3 no matter what. We are going to pop a Whis. I know Gogeta Blue's fine. It's actually more so for Gohan because it's my Gohan. So I kind of just want him to... I know he has guard, but it's pretty much just for my Gohan. That's why I've popped it. And then we can have it active going into the next phase. Can we get an additional? That would actually help out quite a lot. There we go. Okay, good. Just like Carnival or Gogeta Blue, though, they are going to have type advantage in the second phase, which is very nice. And with the amount of times they can super attack, it does mean they're going to do a ton of damage. What is good, though, is I'm pretty sure they don't have any super attacks that can be nullified by Kid Buu, which means all of that damage we've seen them do as a collective, they're going to be doing that. Kid Buu's going to be taking that. That sounds really weird. Pause. But you know exactly what I'm saying. Actually, I'm going to stick with it. Unpause. Kid Buu is going to be taking all that damage. There's no nullify. Let me just quickly. Yeah. There's no unarmed super attacks. No matter what, Kid Buu is taking that damage. He has no choice. You don't get to nullify. Sure, every time they super attack, which is a lot of times they can super attack, Kid Buu can buff himself. However, this is an LR Broly type situation, but with a sprinkle of type advantage on top, so it's even better. Blue Boys can do a ton of damage. None of their super attacks get nullified, which means Kid Buu has to take all of it. Dodge the second one as well. If you dodge the first and don't dodge the second, it's going to piss me off. Thank you. You're doing well. But because we also have type advantage, it's like a Broly situation where they're going to do a ton of damage no matter what. It's a double-edged sword because Kid Buu keeps buffing himself. But because of the type advantage, we're doing even more damage. And he has to take it. There's no nullify. You have to. We still have a Whis active, so I think... Actually, no, he still has his guard, so actually you go in slot 1. Again, 24 key, guaranteed crit. We're getting 3 rainbow key spheres. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. Then we're getting 4, so that's 28% damage reduction. Again, they do have type advantage. They're in slot 2, so it means they get to super attack constantly, or a decent amount, before they even get attacked. I think we're good here. Guard, type advantage, damage reduction. Still took 276 though, but we are good for the remainder of the turn. Yeah, we're still good. We're still good. See, the Whis isn't needed for Blue Boys. After they get to super attack with them being in slot 2, the Whis isn't needed for them. They have probably enough defense to be able to tank just fine. The Whis was literally to cover that reason, which is Gohan being super attacked in slot 1. Now I just let the damage unfold. We got the 24 key, which means the crit was guaranteed. Not that they really need it at this point, but the crit was guaranteed. And now the Kid Buu just needs to hold the damage. So we want as many additional supers as possible, which we're not really getting. Normals against Kid Buu with no item, guaranteed to be double digits after the amount of times they can super attack. Even if they don't super attack 4 or 5 times, they're still fine. I'm actually gonna pop Piccolo's giant form just to get rid of the super attack, just to make sure we kind of show off Blue Boys a bit more, because I'm 6 minutes deep into this recorded. I feel like that'd be too early. We're back. We're also gonna pop Gohan's active skill as well. Just why not get rid of one of those attacks? We don't have an item active right now, do we? No, we don't. I don't think we need to use one. I mean, now that we did what we did, I don't think one's needed. So I'm just gonna send it. I'm gonna charge it. We're gonna let the rotation play out. Clearly I was wrong. But back in again, we do have their active skill already, which I think I'm just gonna pop it and then put them in slot 1. Because even though we've lost 50% defense, they have damage reduction right now. And we're getting an extra 21% damage reduction. So right now they have 81% damage reduction with type advantage. So I think no matter what, I think Blue Boys are chilling. We actually get to test the active. $22 mil. 22 mil. Granted, they took a lot. They took a lot on the normals, but that's before they super attack. And with them missing 50% defense from the active. So it makes sense. If we'd done this in slot 2, it would have played out a lot better and we wouldn't have taken that much damage. But I thought, why not? Why not? And now we're getting pretty much all that defense back from all the additionals. Look at the crits. Look at the damage we're doing. Kid Buu is getting marked. I'm blowing bubbles with this piece of Hubba Bubba. 17.6 we're up to the 12 key. They are popping off. Again, defensively, they should be good. Kid Buu's literally almost dead. Is this going to... Alright, how much is this going to do? Is this going to do anything? Again, in total, they have like, what, 91% damage reduction. A ton of defense back. Double digits. Their active skill with type advantage is actually, it's a menace. It is such a menace thing you could do. And they've done so much damage to Kid Buu in literally one turn. We've actually finally got to use their active skill against one of the enemies as well. Like, it's taken like three videos, I think. 3, 4. As I said, it would have worked a lot better in slot 2 because we wouldn't have taken like the 300k we took from combined normals before they super attacked. But it is what it is. Now, if we doubled that up with a Whis, they generally would have took nothing in slot 1. But don't forget, if you do no item runs, fair enough, you're not going to do this. But if you do use items, which I do because they're in the game, and sometimes you know they're there to be used, so use them unless you specifically want to do no item runs. If you pop a Whis with their active skill, it doesn't matter that they lost the 50% defense because they literally have like full damage reduction, which means you kind of have a free turn of them just doing damage, which is sick. Oh, Boo, I'm pretty sure you're gonna die. you are gonna, or maybe we might die. Actually, are we gonna die? We've got full health, so I doubt it. I really do doubt it. No, I'm wrong, but that's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind that. Honestly, from what I've seen these two do to Red Zone Fusion's Master and Red Zone Kid Buu, they are so good. I know once we get the final stages of Supreme Magnificent Battle, it's probably going to get very techie for them. And that type of edge against Kid Buu is huge. But the way they just absolutely just walk some of the hardest enemies in the game right now is just dumb, while also being defensively viable. Like, that 70% damage reduction they get when your HP is 50% or less is huge. Like, it's huge. And again, especially if you do it properly and you put them in slot 2 you just recoup all your defense and then some back while having a ton of damage reduction and extra damage reduction from rainbow key spheres you get while doing a ridiculous amount of damage. They're so good. Their EZA is stupid. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a good rest of your day, and peace.